out for a bit. A very good afternoon to you, a superb afternoon on just going out for a bit. Today, a mixture of two things really, going for a walk, but we're going to a place where the UK was split in two. This is the site of an ancient battle on an older Iron Age hill fort. We'll be seeing that in a bit. But first of all, I'm in the pub garden. Not so much the garden, because they're cleaning and made a load of noise. I wanted somewhere I can just park the car for a little bit and go for a walk. So, bought one of these things. Inquired about the automatic number recognition place. I said it doesn't work, so I didn't have to buy that anyway. But anyway, it's very, very nice. So we're going to go on a 6k walk today around Dyrham. Dyrham in Gloucestershire, not up north, not where the cathedral and the university and all that sort of stuff is. It's on the Cotswold Way. If you were to go online and go 10777 cotswoldway.gov.uk, you get a complete guided walk. Everything which you're going to need for it. A nice big map, so I can't go too wrong. Like a bit like a newsreader. So that's it today, and the start is this pub here, the Crown Public House on the A46. That way is towards Stroud, Cirencester, Gloucestershire. That way is towards Bath. And this will all become apparent while we're here. Okay, so while I enjoy a bit of this, get packing up, and you know what? We'll see you in a bit. Crown Inn. Lovely establishment on the A46, as you can hear, no doubt go by. On a day like today, it's lovely and cool in there. The bar staff are all very nice, and the smooth food that smells exceptionally nice. So anyway, what we've got to do, I'll pick a closer spot. The junction over there leads to Hinton, and indeed eventually Hinton is where we shall be going. Hinton Hill, bear that in mind. Marlborough 14 miles, Cotswold Church 4 miles, Bristol 11. So I've come from up there where that white car's going. I'm going to turn left. But if you want to avoid the car parking at the pub, there's plenty of spaces just down the way. And that's where we are, on the Cotswold Way. And when we bear left on the track, there, folks, is the first sighting of Dyrham Hill Fort, a promontory hill fort with just one line of ring, ditch sort of thing. And we get to our first sign of the Dyrham estate, owned by the National Trust. And if in any doubt, just follow the footpath and look for the signs. If you can't be bothered to do the walk, not a problem. Not a problem. Just walk. I'm 2 minutes away from where we last spoke. And you can have a walk straight to the Hinton Hill Fort there. But we're going this way. Stand in a bit of shade because it's nice. You're going to go through the fields and eventually come to a gate. You're going to walk straight past the hill fort. As you come down the path, you're going to have Dyrham Park on your left hand side and the castle, hill fort, whatever you want to call it, on your right. Now it's not insurmountable because those old Anglo-Saxons and ancient Brits were made of pretty stern stuff. We're not in the bottom of the valley yet. You can just see over there where the fort sort of keeps on going, then drops down. I don't know if you can really sort of see. There's thousands of black insects all around everywhere. I don't think they're mayflies, weird things, but they don't bite. Pretty much May, and the horse chestnuts are in bloom for nice juicy conkers. Nice stony path, gorgeous house, signposts. Let's go to the church. One sort of blue door. Let's see seems we're on the National Trust property without paying a dime. We're not going to hang around here. Getting wild garlic everywhere. And some lovely twitching information and education. Let's go back to the blue door. Take a look at the church. And up to the church. Now it's quite apt. Well, the Blaithwaites family estate, Dyrham Park. So I'm sure they got this estate through sheer luck and determination. Like most people in power, aristocracy, they would have trodden on the lesser person to get what they wanted. These things don't come cheap. Now, going back to 577, what was happening? So the Romans had left. Yep, that happened, right? And the Romano Brits had been, for a long while, using the Saxons as mercenaries to beat off any invader. Now the Saxons, the beardy weirdies, were good at their job. They weren't the fey thing you see portrayed in Vikings or something like that. They were the real deal. They got around a bit and did what they had to do. What they liked, they saw. What they saw, they liked. And they probably thought, we can have a bit of this. So over the time, they came from the east coast and kept on going further west and west and west. And those poor Romano Brits, probably nice clean shaven, you know, having dealt their Celtic past, their martial prowess probably gone. So this area was a case of, I want it, I'll take it. And there were three kings, Cirencester, Bath and Gloucester, and they held sway here. And the Saxons eventually came and wanted it. Now, one of my previous videos dealt with the Battle of Badon. Was when the Saxons came and potentially met King Arthur, Ambrosius Arthurus or something along those lines. My memory serves me wrong. You want to go something? Go back and have a look. I'll try and put it up there as well. And anyway, so that was roughly 500 AD. So, and there was no westward push past the Battle of Badon there for a whole generation or two. Hence the reason. In 577, two Saxon warlords, kings from Wessex, Cuthwin and Colin. I'm going to call him Colin. It's just nice and easy. They fought here, and they, according to the Anglo-Saxon Chronicle, has their opposition 3 Romano Brits. Kings, Cumaeal, Condician and Faramale. Now, there's no Wikipedia then, and we're relying a lot on the Anglo-Saxon Chronicle to tell us what happened. Now, what we think, what you might like to think is. The Saxons have chosen Hinton Hill, not the biggest, but a quick lightning raid, you can take control of it and you can survey the land all around you, like a lot of the ancient hill forts on the Cotswold Escarpment, but do what you wish. But they probably held that first of all and got the ancient Brits to come on, Molan Abbey, come and take it if you want, because it was their time. Right, talk about time, time's kicking on. I need to have a glass of drink because it's rather hot. Oh. And so the village of Dyrham, very nice. And for our American friends and those further afield, that's a telephone box, which is no longer a telephone box. A lot of these telephone boxes, they're no longer in proper use as telephone, because everyone's got mobiles, but they're either local community libraries or defib things. So how about that? Very clever, very forward thinking. Some of these houses, eh? Very nice. Get to the junction, head for Hinton. Leaving the village, Dyrham, and there's a waterfall. How nice is that? Note to self, gotta get myself some water purification gizmos and gadgets. If you know of a especially good one, leave it in the comments. I'm on the lookout. Right, pretty much bottom of the valley here, and this is what you see. This is what I estimate some of the band of the three kings, the Romano Brits, the Celtic Brits, call them what you want. This is what I think they would have needed to get up there. And all those big, strong, horrible Saxons with their big beards and big swords and masks and all that sort of stuff. And you know what? Good old Wessex Saxon king Colin, he won the day. He won the day. Now, as the screenshot I just showed you, this is Cock Lane. So, all you smutty people, get your thinking in order, because it's not that sort of cock. I shall read what it all means from the guide. Here comes a car. tractor, it's a country. Right. Wild mustard, track of the hedge, very nice. Right. A cock was the name given to the extra horse used to help pull coaches and carts up the escarpment and ultimately to the top of the hill fort, Hinton Hill Fort, and that's where we're off to now. Very slowly, one plod at a time. Should have asked the tractor driver for a lift. Go on then. So, top of Cock Lane, take a right. There's a little iron gate you can just about sort of see down there. And you just turn around, follow the footpath. Top of Hinton Hill. We're here, potentially where King Colin took on 3 Romano-Brit kingdoms and beat them all. And Wessex, from the Thames to the Severn Estuary, was his for the taking. Now, what does it mean in modern day parlance? So, we were to continue towards Bath, which is Somerset, and through Devon and through Cornwall. Half of the Romano Brits ended up seeking solitude west and took with them their own culture and language and pasties. Right, now the other half you can't really see too well because there's big haze in the sky. But beyond that haze is Wales, and they would have gone to Wales with their culture, their language, their love spoons. So this is a big deal. This is a big deal. The Welsh had the Severn to divide them. The Cornish, they might have built the Wansdyke. And if you remember, me and my friend Jordan walked the Wansdyke. And if you think how deep it could be in real terms, as a big land border separating us, the Wessex Saxons, to the foreigners. So I do believe the Welsh is a Saxon term for foreigner. Just like we're called the Sassenachs by the Scots, then that's that. Right, and this, folks, is my home for the night. No woods. Just a bit of open ground. Where you could say England was created. Big boast, but maybe. Right. Should we have a look at what it's up like there?